everyone, and Happy New Year. I'm Carly Bond, the president of Tennessee Mortgage Bankers Association, and I wanted to come to you today and give you a little recap of everything that we accomplished in 2020, as well as a few things that are on the horizon for 2021. So 2020 year was actually the year that we celebrated our 60th anniversary for TNBA. What a challenging year overall that it was, right? But it was a very good year for our industry. I know many of you would say that you set the highest records ever, and we helped so many families achieve their financial goals last year. I have thoroughly enjoyed the opportunity to lead TNBA for the past 8 months. It hasn't been the year that I had envisioned, but honestly, overcoming the adversity and challenges before us has made it that much more meaningful. I knew going into this year that we would need to get creative and innovative like we never have been before. And the board of TNBA is incredibly strong, and because of all their hard work, we have continued to be a resource for our local chapters and all of our members. So before I recap this last year, I would like to thank our 2020 sponsors, because we can't do what we do without their financial support. So thank you to Optimal Blue, First Bank, and Angel Oak for all your support last year. We really appreciate you. So one of the most important aspects of TNBA is advocacy. Back in May, we ran a contest amongst the chapters in conjunction with the Mortgage Action Alliance Week. So that week we were able to get nearly 900 people across the state registered during the campaign. And this is an incredibly important organization that leads a grassroots effort to make sure that our voices are heard and that our industry is protected. And it could not have come at a better time, as we were all dealing with changes and challenges, it seemed, every day. I would like to recognize the Knoxville Mortgage Bankers Association chapter for winning our MA contest. We will be participating again this year, and of course, we plan to exceed last year's numbers. Last year, we also started a Get to Know Us series, and we interviewed our lobbyist, Tony Thompson, who is the son of the late Fred Thompson. TNBA is the only mortgage trade group in the state of Tennessee that has a lobbyist to help achieve our purpose of protecting and promoting the best interest of our members. Tony is always looking out for our industry and watching for things being discussed at the state level that could impact our livelihood and need addressing. Tony also allowed us to do an Ask Me Anything session where we learned a lot about who he is and what he does for TNBA. We also held another PAC funds contest that was a tremendous success. The local chapters did an outstanding job and came together to raise $30,000. Congratulations again to the Knoxville Mortgage Bankers chapter for taking first place in that contest, and Nashville Mortgage Bankers was a close second. Congrats to those chapters. TNBA was also able to give $9,000 to various campaigns across the state from the PAC donations. And normally, we have a Day on the Hill event in the first quarter of the year, but this year we don't expect to have our traditional day. However, we are pursuing another option in its place to continue our mission of advocacy. So stay tuned for more information about that event. Another pillar that I am personally very passionate about is professional development. We want to provide our members the opportunity to continue their growth and build upon their career. So during the pandemic, we have provided several webinars to keep our members informed and educated. And some of those included experts from National MBA who discussed the COVID-19 legislative and regulatory issues, as well as minority home ownership. We also had great partners like Essent Guarantee, who provided a class to sharpen your application taking skills. We had RHMI, who discussed economic data, and MGIC, who gave us a rundown on the changes coming to the new IRLA. All of these recorded webinars can be found on our webpage or YouTube. Now, the importance of education is also why we launched our Future Leaders program 3 years ago. This year's class is made up of 14 remarkable mortgage professionals from various backgrounds from all across the state of Tennessee. We held our first 2 classes back in the fall, where those individuals learned about the history of mortgage banking, ethics, some leadership skills, the history of TNBA, as well as secondary marketing. And we could not do this program without our dedicated teachers. So I would like to take the second to thank Dana Abernathy, Debbie Gadberry, Jeff Tucker, Eric Fellows, and Jesse Lynn for doing a phenomenal job educating us all. Our next session for the class coming up will include servicing and a leadership roundtable. And the last session will be an advocacy event, and they will graduate and be recognized at the Great Rivers Conference in August. This year, we will also be giving away $10,000 in scholarships. We will award 3 scholarships to college students who have a passion for our industry, and we'll again be awarding 1 scholarship to a high school student of a TNBA member as a way to give back to our membership. And the last scholarship will go to a mortgage professional of an underrepresented class who has a desire and passion to further their education with the School of Mortgage Banking classes. I'm so glad that TNBA has this opportunity to give back and financially support those that have a passion for our industry. And on the topic of professional development, we have a huge announcement. I am thrilled today to let you know that TNBA was recently approved by the NMLS to be a CE course provider. We are so excited to be able to offer these classes to our members at a discounted price. And I want to give a big thank you to our education chair, Kim Miller with ArchMI, for being so instrumental in helping us achieve this initiative. So we will have classes all across the state, as well as a private class option for your company. So be looking for those dates and reach out to us to book a class for your group. Another thing that TNBA offers its members is the opportunity to network and connect. We know 2020 made that more difficult for everybody, and with the cancellation of our Great Rivers Conference, we didn't get to offer you that opportunity. But we hope that our Get to Know Us series helped you feel connected and to learn more about who we are. But we do have a date for the 2021 Great Rivers Conference, which will be August the 17th through the 19th in Memphis at the Peabody Hotel. Registration will be out soon, so make plans to be there. You don't want to miss it. Membership development is a key component to the success of TNBA and the local chapters. We all know we are stronger in number, and it's important that we as an industry come together as one voice. We presently have a membership campaign for each local chapter that will go through the end of March. So I want to encourage everyone to get involved, sign up, renew your membership, and get your friends and colleagues to join as well. It's important that we work together to protect our industry and our livelihood that has given so much back to us. And hey, it's a great way to make new friends and connections as well. Tiffany Searcy Wright, who was our Middle Tennessee director for TNBA, has done an incredible job in 2020 leading our diversity and inclusion initiative. She conducted numerous interviews with various groups like THDA, Tennessee Affordable Housing Coalition, NAREP, and NAREB, so that we can learn more about each other and how we can come together to provide resources to all of our members. And we look forward to having more opportunities like that in 2021. Lastly, I would like to spotlight the local chapters on some of their 2020 accomplishments. The Knoxville Mortgage Bankers Association, led by President J.R. Huber, not only won 2 contests that we held last year, but they also had a super successful golf tournament that raised a lot of money for their charity, which is Habitat for Humanity. The Nashville Mortgage Bankers Association, led by President David Minke, grew their membership last year. They held a fantastic gala event, and they also had a successful golf tournament that raised a lot of money for their charity, which was the Nashville Zoo. The Memphis Mortgage Bankers Association, led by Jeremy Les, has been involved with the National MBA on the Convergence Memphis initiative that's aimed at promoting affordable housing initiatives. And we are so proud of their involvement and their spotlight of their chapter at the national level. The Tri-Cities Mortgage Bankers Association is led by President David Hamilton, and they had several luncheons last year, and I had the opportunity to be their guest speaker, as well as our legislative chair, Stacy Cook. And lastly, Chattanooga hosted a wonderful awards banquet that was a top-notch event. Each of these local chapters work very hard for their members, and we're here to support them and be a support system for members all across the state. We are looking forward to an exciting 2021 and plan to offer you a lot again this year. If you or your company would be interested in becoming an advocate for TNBA, we would greatly appreciate your financial support. You can find more information regarding this opportunity on our website at www.tnba.org. And we'd love for you to follow us on LinkedIn, Facebook, and Instagram so that you can stay informed and connected with us. So thank you again to our 2020 sponsors, Optimal Blue, First Bank, and Angel Oak. And thanks again to each and every one of our members. And let's have a great 2021.